Life is a time pass, क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत बोलो, wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, who asked you live at zero complete level, मौज में रहो, be happy. श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. सिक्स्थ मंत्र. एवं विद्वान् कर्मणि द्वे हित्वात्मानं स्मरेत् सदा, कृते च कर्मणि स्वात्मा रूपेणैवेष पश्यति. We have seen this mantra yesterday. Just a recap. Evam vidvan karmani dve hitva. If we have really studied and if it had an impact on us, what will happen? We will be free from both types of activities. Those which are leading to creating trouble or those which are leading to creating some support. So, punya and papa, merit and the sin. Evam vidvan karmani dve hitva. Both these activities, good and bad, enough is enough. Then, sada atmanam smaret. Here we told you yesterday also, you cannot think about the self. Like the eyes cannot see themselves. Then what is to be done? Stop thinking about everything. When you stop thinking about everything, you are thinking about God. Krute cha karmani swatma rupena eva esha pashyati. And thereafter, whatever is being done, it is His will. You are not the doer. So first of all the good or bad activities are enough of it. Focus attention on your own being, and whatever karma we are supposed to do as our obligation in our life, then Satma Rupena Pashyati. That means these karmas are done, but I am not involved in that. That means karma without karta, experience without experiencer. These things I have been shamelessly emphasizing again and again. One day it should. Vishnu Sahasranam, 1,000 names, why? And if one should click, you take a stone and you are told, hit that electric post. The 99% chances are you will miss it. Then what is to be done? Then what we do? We take a handful of stones and throw, at least one will hit. In the same manner, keep on chanting Lord's name. Depending upon the status and quality of your mind, sometime something may click. But then Parvati ji asked Lord Shiva, that if somebody is in a hurry and he doesn't have time to chant 1,000 names of the Lord, then what should be done? Always we want some options and shortcuts. No, Lord Shiva has to please the wife, the most difficult thing. So he says, Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame Manorame Sahasra Nama Tattulyam Rama Nama Varanane. Rama Rame iti Rama Rameti Rameti Rama Rama iti Rameti. Rame, I revel in this name. Aham Rame, I revel in this. Rama Rameti Rameti Rame Rame in the Ram. Hey Manorame, oh my lovely wife. Sahasranama Tattulyam. This Rama Nama is equivalent to 1,000 names of Vishnu. Rama Nama Varanane. Therefore, here, whatever we are supposed to do, we are not obliging anybody when we do something. That day when this notion is deleted from our mind, that we are doing it for somebody. No. These are also basics of spiritual life. Food we don't eat to oblige the food. Poor Rasgulla was lying there, nobody was taking. What he must be feeling. Therefore, I know I have already taken 900, but then one was, it's okay, you also come. No. We are not doing anything as an obligation to anybody in life. If you take this stand in your life, you will never be frustrated and miserable. As a result of this, what will happen? Now the teacher continues, 7th mantra, Vidyate Vridaya Granthihi Chidyante Sarva Samshayaha Kshiyante Chasya Karmani Tasmin Drushte Paravare. Are you all able to hear me? Don't tell me tomorrow. Swamiji, yesterday it was very light, we could not hear. Clear? So, this mantra comes from the Upanishad, from Mundaka Upanishad. Vidyate Vridaya Granthi, 1. Chidyante Sarva Samshaya, 2. Kshiyante Scha Asya Karmani, 3. Tasmin Drushte Paravare. So the meaning is Tasmin Paravare Drushte Sati. When we are able to recognize both the cause and effect are one and the same. Para is the cause, Avar is the effect. Gold is the cause and ornament is the effect. Meaning, this is basic principle in our Vedanta Shastra. The truth is simultaneously material and efficient cause. For every creation, we require both material and efficient cause. Only the clay cannot get itself modified into a pot, and only a pot maker cannot make a pot without a clay. Both are required. So this world, when we talk about what is the material cause and what is the efficient cause, see? Therefore, like the spider creates the web out of him, he doesn't require anybody's help. When a spider can do, can't God do this? Are we not creating everything in our dream? So we are the material cause, we are the efficient cause. Therefore, Tasmin Paravare Drushte Sati, when the manifest and the unmanifest, the cause and the effect, everything is the same reality. When this is recognized, then what will happen? Number 1, Vidyate Vridaya Granthi. Vridaya Granthi is the knot, which is not, but it is very naughty and makes us terribly miserable. So what is that knot? That knot is avidya, kama, karma. So these are the things, friends, we have to recognize clearly, distinctly. First, a sense of incompleteness. Second, the sense of otherness. Third, as a result of this, activities begin. So, when there is a sense of incompleteness, there is a desire to attain completeness. Now, that desire can be fulfilled by action or karma. So, these three things, avidya, kama, karma. Therefore, if we halt, where देखो सुनो, halt. मत बोलो, world is not created. But what happens? We see something and then we start projecting, oh, that's a very lovely thing. I think it is a new model of the phone, you know. How much it costs? Wow. Is it exchange value available? All kinds of desires will be produced if we are reacting to anything. Thereafter, then karma. So these are the three things. Avidya, sense of incompleteness, then as a result, desire to attain completeness, and then karma. We act for that. So vidyate hridaya granthi. Now, this word bheda, if it is not properly understood, we will get lost into that kundalini thing like chakra bheda. So chakra bheda means what? They imagine that the Mooladhara, Swadhisthana, Manipur, then Anahata, Vishuddha, and Ajna Chakra. Bheda means open. That is not the meaning. Bheda means secret. आपके सौंदर्य का क्या भेद है? I eat life boy sabun. Oh, very good. Bhed is secret. So here also, vidyate hridaya granthi. What is the secret of this heart knot? This is the secret. Desire is the result of a sense of incompleteness and a sense of otherness. I cannot have the desire for my watch. I may have desire for your watch because I already have it. We can never have desire about the self. See? So, when we have the sense of incompleteness, net result is agitation in the mind to attain fulfillment. Therefore, we start imagining that object is the source of happiness, that object will give me fulfillment, therefore I must have that object. All this which goes on in the mind together is called a desire. So, first step, perception. Second step, projection. Third step, action. Three things. If we see something or somebody and stop there, no projection. Therefore, no action. Therefore, our mantra is, Dekho Suno. What is the word? Name and form. So, forms are seen and words are heard. So, don't have to close our eyes, don't have to close our ears. Dekho Suno. Mat bolo. Don't react. This is living in meditation 24/7. This is what there are some people, they can't stop talking. Therefore, those who talk too much, I keep away from them. That is one of the reasons when I travel by car anywhere, although there is a seat available, I don't take anybody. Because they eat my head on the way. See? Therefore, vidyate hridaya grati chiddante sarva samshayaha. Then all the doubts. Doubts about what? Doubt about ourselves, doubt about the world, doubt about the spiritual practice, and doubt about the fulfillment in life. Chiddante sarva samshayaha. All the doubts in our life are gone. doubt-free experience is only one. That one experience is whether I am or I am not. This doubt is not there. Doubt could be whether I will reach there on time or not, whether I will understand or not. There cannot be any doubt about our being. This is what I said, Chiddante Sarva Samshaya. Therefore, if we do not know about the world, never mind. If we do not know about the functioning of our body, never mind. If we do not know anything about the various scriptures, doesn't matter. What matters is, do we know ourselves? So knowing oneself is what? Living at no doubt level. We have no doubt whatsoever. So, Chiddante Sarva, then Kshiyante Jasya Karmani, then all his karmas are Kshiyante, dissolved. Why the karmas are dissolved? Because there is no doer. Karma can happen if action is associated with doership, then it is called as karma. Action not associated with doership is not a karma. And therefore, when we do any karma kanda, what the Panditji does, give some little rice or little water and a flour, and you have to cover it. And then we are told, Mamopata, Samasta, Durita, Kshay, Dvara, the whole sankalpa is done, and Ahuk karma karishe, I am doing this karma. After that, it becomes a karma. Like your legal documents. It is nice printout. But if it is not authenticated and notarized, it is not valid. In the same manner, Kriya plus doership is karma. Therefore, there is no word Kriya Phal, only Karma Phala. Because when there is no doer, no karma can happen. See friends, this we have to learn, understand. Nobody can do it. Whenever we are disturbed and miserable, a clear understanding, we have become somebody. Because I have done this thing. There was a child somewhere, and I was staying in their house for a few days. But he was a very monster type of child. He will be destroying everything. So when he used to come to my room, in his house only, I used to cup everything, inside the bag and lock it. He will go and open. What is it? Living with great fear. Oh God, aa gaya. Now I can't do anything. In his house I am staying. You can see my sadhana. So I had one book in my hand, so he cannot take it from my hand. And then he tried what to destroy. There was some kind of gift somebody has given, and there was one bottle of oil somebody gave. So he came and he has to see what it is. So he has opened that gift and all that, spread vegetables, whatever was brought by somebody, and then he lifted a bottle of oil and he opened it, and because of the oily thing, it slipped from his hand, it fell. The whole carpet was destroyed. He was very cool. From there he shouted, Dadima, see what our Kalpana, their maid servant, has done in Swamiji's room. I saw myself. Now these all grandmothers are terrible fellows. So she came, then called the maid servant, scolded. She said, no, Mama, I have not done it. Do you think my Krishna is telling lies? Krishna tells only lies. He doesn't tell the truth. See? And she was scolding that maid servant. Now, story over. Even the child understands. If I am not the doer, I cannot be punished. So what he did? He defended only this thing. Karma you do. But if there is no doer, it is not a karma at all. Therefore, Chiyante chasya karmani tasmin drushte paravare. So for this, what should be the technique? The technique is, jo thari rahe so mari rahe. O Lord, thy will be done. When you take this stand in your life, you will be at peace. You can never remain agitated. Continuing further, tameva vidvan atteti mrityum panthana chetaraha ज्ञात्वा देवं पाशहानि क्षीणै क्लेशैर्न जन्म भाक् Vidwan, tam Vidwan, this Vidwan, he who has tasmin drishte paravare, he who has discovered both the unmanifest and the manifest is only the same reality, tam Vidwan eva mrityum atteti, he transcends death. So be attentive. What is death? Death is getting lost in one's own thinking. Death is wrong identity. Death is being miserable. Death is struggling to become happy. See, Vidwan, tam Vidwan evam mrityum atteti. He transcends death. Means what? He has nothing to do, nowhere to do. He is at peace. Now here also I told you the other day, death is a big bluff. Do not entertain the thought of death, either your or somebody else's. Why, when the body dies, 5 elements which were borrowed for making the body, those 5 elements are returned back. When you return the loan that you have taken from the bank, that time should we feel bad? See, I had to give crores of rupees. Well, you have taken, you have to return. In the same manner, our body is from the borrowed 5 elements. Therefore, when the body dies, 5 elements go to their source, nothing is lost. Similarly, when we attain freedom from desires, then desire-free mind is consciousness. This experience of yours, at this moment, you are neither man nor woman, neither rich nor poor, unqualified being, unqualified existence. Tam Vidwan evam mrityu atyeti, and panthana itaraha, and there is no other way. See, there is no other way. The only way is discover who you are. And if the discovery is correct and complete, we will be living at zero complaint level. Because everywhere I alone am. Complain about whom? And for whom? And to whom? So take this our day-to-day experience. In and through all the organs of our body, hand, legs, nose, tongue, everything, is only one reality. Therefore, we do not have biasness. Toward this I have got more love, toward that I have got less love. No. Because everywhere I am. Therefore, when this experience we all have, therefore, when the tongue is bitten by the teeth, there is no complaint. When the teeth are cleaned by the tongue, there is no thank you, darling. Because there is no sense of otherness. The real sin, the real samsara is the sense of otherness. Therefore, jnatva devam pashahanihi. So once we come to discover our essential nature, then pashahani. Pasha is the bondage created by something tied down. Which are the pasha? Kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya. We are tied down in this. And the source of all of them is kama or the desire. Desires, when they are not fulfilled, the expression is anger. When desires are fulfilled, the expression is greed. And both anger and greed, they control us in our life. Desires can never be fulfilled. Maha ashanaha. One desire you fulfill, the second is standing in the queue. And anger, maha papma. A person under the spell of anger can do anything and afterwards regret. Therefore, pashahani is this. Freedom from the bondage of desires. Evam jnatva devam pashahani kshinaihi kleshahi na janma bhag. And therefore, all the impressions on his mind, such as likes and dislikes, they are completely gone. Therefore, do not give yourself any choice. Start from food. This one organ we have to control, the tongue, for food taste and for talking. Friends, these are so simple things, you don't have to go anywhere, you can discover. Try to think whatever you want to think, but one condition, do not use words when you are thinking. Think, don't use words. You cannot think. Why? Mind expresses as words. Therefore, every thought is in the form of words. That is why those people who constantly keep on talking, because they themselves are at war with themselves. They want somebody or the other to talk. And what we will talk normally? About him, about that. I know him for last 25 years, I know him. Even I know his weight. I have got a chart. What is the necessity? See? Therefore, one principle we told you, do not ask anybody about their past. Do not talk about your past. You have conquered 1/3 mind. Second thing, do not try to solve the non-existing problems. The struggle to solve the non-existing problem is called as sort out the worries. What is the worry? We only imagine. If he says like that, I say, go on imagining. See. Amma, you sit in the next chair. My neck was paining. So, when this thing is clearly understood, kshinaihi, kleshaihi, so the klesha are the burden of the likes and dislikes. Let us not get too much influenced by what has to be done is done. Now this is negative aspect. Now positive. Devam matva harshashokau jahatyatraiva dhairyavan nainam krita krute punya pape tapayata kvachita. So dhairyavan. Now this seeker who is walking this path of knowledge, what say? Devam matva. Insist that you are divine. Don't tell others. Practice yourself. Otherwise, do you know, आजकल ब्राह्मण हो गए यार, तुम्हारा क्या हाल है? No. The more you talk, more possibility of making mistakes. Less you talk, less possibility of making mistakes. Don't you talk, no mistakes. Friends, this is what we have seen. We have got retreats. In the retreat, this happens. There are some people, they are professional retreat attending people. Every retreat they will come because they are not wanted at home. Therefore, when it is said, when you go to satsang, there is peace. But where? At your home. Because you are not there. Hey friends, it is so important. So when we keep on talking too much, we are going away from ourselves. Therefore, Dhairyavan, have patience with wisdom. Then, Devam Matva, then you have now discovered that I am that which has never changed. It doesn't take any time. How much time, energy, efforts are required for the husband to know that he is a man? What sadhana he has to do? Don't take wife seriously. Hey, take life lightly. Yes, थोड़े गम है, थोड़ी खुशियाँ. Therefore, Dhairyavam, in this way, Devar Matra, then Atra eva harsha shoko jahati. In this very life, at this very moment, harsha shoko jahati. Harsha means excitement. Shoka means misery. To be an extremist is very easy. To remain well composed and balanced is difficult. Either keep on talking, like when we have retreats and when these people come and suppose they tell Swamiji, we know you don't like complaints, but now what should we do? Tell us. So I keep quiet. Then they will tell. Swamiji, the person who is staying in my room, she is talking so much. We are fed up of hearing. First you in the lecture, and then that lady in the room. I think when we go back, our ears will be broken. So when such complaints come, what can I do? So the best way is avoid. Therefore, harsha shokau jahati. All the joy and sorrows, keep quiet. Jahati. Then kruta akrute, whatever good or bad things were done in the past. There are two types of activities in our life which create dent and dashes on our mind. First is the wrong activities were committed and the right activities were omitted. What should not have been done, that was done. What should have been done, that was not done. Both of them create dent on our mind. And that dent keeps us bothering throughout life. Friends, there is not a single person in the world who had not committed something good or bad, knowingly or unknowingly in the past. There is only one way to get rid of the past. Don't talk about it. See? Therefore, one of my spiritual practices is I don't remember anybody or anybody's name. For our last retreat in Bimpura, there was one couple who came from US. I stayed in their house for 1 week. And when they came here, hello, I said, I'm fine. Naturally, they expected, yes, oh, when did you come? But I don't remember. Absolutely. Then today somebody came and told Swamiji, remember those people with whom you stayed and we had nice retreat there? They were also for the Bhimpura camp. I said, really? Who were they? They came and talked to you also. I said, so many people talk, I don't listen. This I learned from you. You are all my gurus. I keep on talking. Do you think you listen? Make life lightly, man. Don't become serious in life. Therefore, naivam krita krute punya pape tapayatha kvachit. Therefore, all good or bad that is done, the only way is do not refer to it. Slowly, slowly, it will be erased from your mind. And you will remember one thing. Whatever we have done intentionally with a bad motive, that remains in our mind for a longer period of time. When some good things are done, that we forget. Because for doing good things, you don't require efforts. For doing bad things, we have to plan. Hey friends, like when the road is good, you don't remember. When there is a bump there, go slow, there is a bump there. Therefore, Nayanam krita krute punya pape tapayata kvachit. Now he is no more living in the past memories. Ityadi shrutayo bhavyaha puranai smrutibhis saha brahmajnanertha hanim anandam chapya ghoshayan. In this manner, now we are concluding this topic. In this manner, ityadi shrutaya bhavya. So many scriptures and statements from the Purana and the Smriti Granthas have distinctly established Brahmajnani anarthahani. All the problems of the life are dissolved when you come to discover your divine nature. There is no option. Friends, we experience this every day. In the deep sleep, we are one with the Brahman. But only problem is, we don't recognize that. If we recognize this, then deep sleep is equivalent to God realization. Because what is deep sleep? There we are nobody, number one. Number two, we are nowhere. Number three, we are never. So we cross the barrier of these three hurdles, time, space and object. How we are caught up by the space? By the shape. The other day, somewhere, there was one lady, nice round figure. I said, Mama, I like you very much. You know why? I said, fat people are never miserable. Bonis are always frustrated. Can you imagine laughing Buddha is bony? Hey, therefore, don't worry about your fattiness. If not, you should become fat. Do you know what is the benefit? This comes in Maya Smriti, like Manu Smriti is a Maya Smriti. This I learned people from you, like you only. Once I went to some cremation for something. So, that fire was burning and I was standing there doing my japa. So, there also question, Swamiji, how much time do you think it will take to burn the fire completely? I said, I have no experience. I don't know. Any question, I think I am a questionable personality. So, I said, I don't know. I can tell you. I said, you have got experience? He said, yes. How come? He said, this particular fire, because I know that man, will take about 1 hour, 20 minutes, 1 hour, half an hour maximum, 1.5 hours. not more than that. How do you know? Then he told me this mathematics. He said those who are bony, they take more fuel and more time. Those who have got built-in fuel, therefore, if you want posthumous happiness, die fat. Otherwise, bony. And more fuel also required. Hey friends, इत्यादि श्रुतया भव्य पुराणे स्मृतिभिः स ब्रह्मज्ञाने अनर्थहानिम्. All the problems disappear when we transcend these wrong notions that I am man, I am woman, I am rich, I am poor. It's okay. Who we are when we are in deep sleep. We are nobody. Therefore, in English it is rightly said, nobody is happy. Nobody alone is happy. Somebody is always miserable. This experiment we have done a number of times. Become husband and wife and think, stop. Now remain nobody and think. When you become husband and wife, you start thinking about wife or husband. And when you remain nobody, you cannot think. Remember this basic principle. For thinking, a reference point is required. See? 2 reference points. Like for the GPS, 2 points are required. Where we are and what is the destination. See? Therefore, Brahmajnani anarthahanim and anandam cha apya ghoshayan. And also the positive, the bliss is declared. Now, this Brahmananda or Ananda is told, explained further. Anandastrividho Brahmanando Vidya Sukham Tatha Vishayananda Ityadau Brahmanando Vivichate. Now, Ananda Trividaha Prokta. Ananda is of 3 types. One is Brahmananda, second is Vidyananda, and third is Vishayananda. So, this Brahmananda falls in these 3 categories. We'll try to analyze it and find out what exactly, how this Ananda can be discovered. So, this topic comes from the Taittiriya Upanishad. Bhruguhu putra pitu shrutva varunat brahma lakshanam annam pranam mano buddhihi tyaktva nandam vijajnivan. The Bhruguhu, he went to his father. This is coming in our Taittiriya Upanishad. Bhrugu was the son of Varuna. So he went to his father, who was a guru as well as his father. And then he asked, what is Brahman, Brahma Lakshanam? So Varuna Brahma Lakshanam Shrutva. What was told? There the teacher gives Annam Brahmeti Vijanat, Pranam Brahmeti Vijanat, like that one by one. So Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Buddhimaya. These are Tyaktva. When you discard the Annamaya Kosha, body identification, Pranamaya Kosha, the activities, Manomaya Kosha, the joy and sorrows and the likes and dislikes, and ultimately the body, who is happy, miserable, who is successful, failure. When these 4 things are discarded, whatever remains is the Ananda. So this we told you in simple English terms. Experience without experiencer. And if there is an experiencer without experiencer, what will happen? There is no possibility of failure or success. Failure or success comes when when we want to prove something to somebody. We don't have to prove anything to anybody. But our whole life is this struggle. We want to prove something. Holier than thou. We are vegetarian, we are not non-vegetarian. So we want to prove something. And third variety is also there. We are not non-vegetarian, we are vegan. Friends, don't get carried away by all these specialities. The truth is non-specific existence. Talk about being without reference. Try. You cannot. Because reference is required. And what is the reference we know? Body, activities, past, future, relations, possessions, success, failure. And as a result, we get exhausted, tired. And yet we don't learn from our experiences. Therefore, real Guru is our every experience if we learn from them. So, Bhrugu Putraha Pituho Shrutva Varunad Brahmalakshanam Annam Pranam Mano Buddhi Taktva Anandam Vijayidnevan. And then he came to discover what is the Ananda when you go beyond Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, Vijnanamaya Kosha. Going beyond Annamaya Kosha means not getting influenced by body identification. Going beyond Manomaya, the Pranamaya Kosha, not getting identified with the activities of our life, holier than thou. Then going beyond the Manomaya Kosha is experience joy and sorrows, but not becoming influenced by them. And what is the cause of influence? Likes and dislikes. So going beyond the mind is transcending the barrier of likes and dislikes which we have created. Our likes and dislikes have no logic, no reason. I don't like yellow color, yellow, dirty yellow. I like red color, it's so nice. Now what is the logic? Whole life is influenced by likes and dislikes. This is how the desire functions under the disguise of likes and dislikes. So mind we have to transcend then the Vijnanamaya Kosha, the I. Now this thing I will explain you through this simple technique. This world is called as Prapancha. Prapancha means expansion of five. So five great elements, five tanmatras, five jnanendriyas, five karmendriyas, pancha prana, pancha upaprana. Five. As a result, expansion. Independent variables, they multiply, isn't it? They are not added, they multiply. So it becomes expansion. Now, this prapancha, to control it, this is the technique told here. So this prapancha is in our palm. Five. The small finger is our gross body, Annamaya Kosha. The ring finger, wherein you put your binding ring, binding name or wedding ring. Do you know why it is called a wedding ring? Because in Maharashtra, Veda, only Vede people get married. Therefore, wedding ring. So, Pranamaya Kosha. Then third is the Manomaya Kosha, the tallest one. And Tarjani is the Vijnanamaya Kosha. Now, this Vijnanamaya Kosha gets identified with the mind which is proximate, and the mind is disturbed, I am disturbed. If the mind is confused, I am confused. If the mind is sleepy, I am sleepy. Then through the mind, this Vijnanamaya Kosha, the I factor, goes to the Pranamaya Kosha. Then I with the mind and Pranamaya Kosha, this is the format of our life. I am hungry, I am thirsty. Then the same I, through the mind, Pranamaya Kosha, gets identified with the body. And then this I is one with the three. So I am man, woman, young, old. And the last one is the thumb. Without the thumb, you cannot operate the remaining fingers. It's necessary. This is Anandamaya Kosha. Don't we say, like it? This is the computer like it. Earlier it was a Tenga. The meaning has changed completely. So, what is the sadhana? What is the personality at this moment? This is our. I'm covering my, what do you call, lines. Instead of learning, you start looking at my line. Line mat maro. So, when this I is with the three, you are a samsari. Then this I gets tired of the mind, the prana and the body. Then he dissociates himself and goes back to Anand. This is the Jnana Mudra. And in deep sleep, there is nothing but bliss. Next time you see this mudra, it is not a snuff mudra. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam. It is not snuff mudra. So all the time, you can just sit yourself and work on it. Really, when something is not according to our choice, we become disturbed. Why? Because I got identified with that. So, am I because of that or that is because of me? Who is influencing whom? Work on it. The moment you start this spiritual practice, then you will come to discover your freedom. Be attentive. Your freedom to function through the mind without getting influenced by the modifications of the mind. Your freedom to function through the prana without getting influenced by the modifications of the prana. The ability to function through the mind without getting influenced by the modifications of the mind. Functioning through the body without getting identified with the attributes of the body. This practice is called a spiritual life. We have to function through the mind, we have to function through prana, we have to function through body, but are we functioning as the mind or through the mind? Are we functioning through the prana or as the prana? Are we functioning through the body or as the body? See, friends. Therefore, here, when we study Vedanta, you don't get that thing. What thing? If you do this thing, you will go to heaven after the death and your desires will be fulfilled. If you are not married, you will get married and regret. If you don't have children, then you will get children and regret superly. And if you don't have money, you will get money and then again regret. Read all the stotras. Moksharthi labhed moksha, dhanarthi labhed dhanam, putrarthi labhed puttara. Oh, Santo, here don't get anything. Vedanta students are those who are ready for a bargain of complete loss. If we have this notion, if we study Upanishad, Gita, Vedanta, what we will get? We have come to a wrong place. Freedom from desire is the goal of life, not fulfilling the desires. And therefore you will see those Mahatmas who bless you and create something out of their siddhis and give you huge crowds because desires are fulfilled. But then we become slave. So Devanam Pashu, Upanishad says. Therefore, discover this. We have to get rid of these unwanted involvement. Continuing further, the 13th mantra, Anandadeva Bhutani Jayante Tena Jivanam Tesham Layascha Tatrato Brahmanando na samshayaha. Now, let us analyze our own experiences. It's not difficult. Body-wise, we are different. Nothing, no doubt about it. Pran-wise, we are different. Our hungers are different. Our abilities are different. No doubt. Then, mind-wise, we are different. Some are emotional, some are commotional. Intellect-wise, we are different. Some are soft, some are arrogant, some are confused, some are more confused. So, our waking and dreams are different from each other. Your waking life is different, my waking life is different. Your dreams are different, my dreams are different. But when it comes to deep sleep, we are common. In deep sleep, there are no separateness. What is that which is creating separateness? Body or the mind? But when this I is no more entertaining the influence of the mind, prana and the body, therefore he is liberated from that. So when he is liberated from that, what next? He goes back to the source. Source is deep sleep. Therefore, deep sleep is one for the whole universe. Dekho Maharaj, everywhere you can recognize this truth. If we have trained ourselves, there is only one earth, only one water, one fire, one air, one space. See? There are not many. Similarly, one mind, one eye. Then what is that one eye? Deep sleep. And that is Brahmananda. The happiness that we have in the deep sleep is not coming from any source. See? Now those who are unable to sleep, how miserable they are. Come on, you are not sleeping very good, you can work. No, yaar, I am tired, but I am not getting sleep. So why we want sleep? Because Tesham Laya Tatrato Brahmanando na samshaya. Because in the deep sleep, we merge back to the source, Brahmananda. And again we begin the next day from the same where from we are left. Like you start some music and stop it. And again you open your phone, start from where you left. Exactly. If we sleep as a doctor, we don't wake up as an engineer. Because same thing continues. See friends, therefore, Anandadeva Bhutani Jayante Tena Jivanam. So unless this deep sleep, Brahmananda is not there, there is no life possible. Therefore, stones and bricks, they don't have Anandamaya Kosh. They are only inert, no life. But Chaitanya is there, unmanifest. So, Anandadeva Bhutani Jayante Tena Jivanam Teshamsha Layam Tatrato Brahmanando na samshayaha. Therefore, whenever you sleep, just do this sankalpa. Now I am merging in the divine, ultimate reality. Now, analyze how you go to sleep. First of all, we discard everything in the world: things, beings, relations, achievements, failures, friends, enemies. Everything we discard. Not now, yeah. Kal dekhenge, now I'm feeling tired. We discard everything. Then we come home. We discard the whole house. I have got a mansion. There are 36 bedrooms. For what? For the bugs. Okay? And then that also we leave. Then we come in our room. There also we leave everything. We are below the quilt. After that, the last Mahamantra which goes on, I want to sleep. I want to sleep. Till such time I is there, sleep has not begun. This is what is mentioned. When this Vijnanamaya Kosha surrenders to the Anandamaya Kosha, there is no I. There is only Brahmananda. The happiness in the world we get from the things and beings. But the happiness that we have in the deep sleep, see, when you indulge in anything, in the worldly things, whether with the things or beings, anything you indulge for joy, but you get tired. Suppose you are indulging with your children, go for here and there, play with them, this thing, but after some time, the children have got tremendous energy. We oldies don't have. We get tired. Hey, now enough, yeah, no, uncle, we should play. Oh, enough. But when we are sleeping deep sleep, 8 hours, do we say, I was sleeping for 8 hours, yeah, I am damn tired. Why? Because I was not there. See, friends, this is Vedanta. Bhutotpattehe pura bhuma Triputi Dvaitavarjanat Jnatru Rupa Triputi Pralayehino Bhutotpattehe pura bhuma. Before the creation, there was but one infinite being called as the Bhuma. Bhuma means infinite. Bhutotpatte pura Bhuma Triputi Dvaita Varjanat. Now see, there are two types of knowledges. One knowledge is that where Triputi happens. Triputi means what? Knower, knowledge of the object and the object of the knowledge. So, Bhutotpattehe, before the object of the world, the knowledge of the object of the world and the knower are born, that time in the deep sleep, we are neither mother, father, husband, wife, neither rich nor poor, neither man nor woman, we are nobody. Bhutotpattehe pura, in deep sleep. Friends, our deep sleep is equivalent to Hiranyagarbha. Brahmaji. Brahmaji has got 4 heads. Antakaran Chatushtay, Mana Buddhi Chitta Ahankar 4. So in the deep sleep, we are one with the totality. When we are one with the totality, there is no individuality creating problems. Therefore, in deep sleep, we are no more individual. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, all disappear. But we continue to exist. This unqualified existence is mentioned here, Bhutotpatte Pura. Bhuma, we were infinite, without any criteria to impose finitude in us. Therefore, no impact of the time, space and object. Friends, these 3 things, if we can understand technically according to Vedanta, we have done a great service to ourselves. Space gives support to the shapes and forms. In deep sleep, no space, therefore, we are neither tall, short, big. Then, in deep sleep, there is no time. Therefore, not 1 minute, 2 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours. Isn't it? It happens when we wake up from the sleep. First thing we do, we want to see what is the time. Oh God, I was sleeping for 4 hours. One of my experience I tell you, just to make this point. See, many years before, this happened in Dadar, ET. Those days, these things were, the flyovers were not there. And it was high tide. I was in the double-decker bus with my suitcase. And the water started swelling. It came to such an extent that most of the people from the ground floor went up in the top floor, in the double-decker. By the time I could do, nobody allowed me because old people went first. Youngsters can stay below, so I had to stay. And then the suitcase I kept on my head, the water started rising up to the chest it came. And when the wave comes, immediately splash on my face. I had to do kumbhak. And then it goes down. Like that. Must be for about 5, 6, 8 hours. Afterwards, I went to my friend's place and slept. When I got up, I said, my God, because I went to his place 6 o'clock in the morning, 10 o'clock, that means 4 hours I was sleeping. He said, hey, not 4 hours, 4 days. You are not in my house, you are in the hospital. Where was the time? See, friends, when we transcend time, space, we transcend individuality. See? Therefore, bhutotpatte pura bhoma, triputi dvaita varjanar. There is no triputi, there is no dvaita. Triputi means knower, known knowledge, experiencer, experiencer, and experienced. All of them are totally absent. And therefore, we get an ego of, I ran 1 marathon, 25 miles. There is a friend of mine in Delhi. He's crazy about marathon. All over the world, every marathon he has gone, he has got many medals because he is running marathon. Pagal. But he is doing that marathon. Here it is, you are just by yourself. And therefore, when you get deep sleep, you don't get ego. Do you know, today I sleep for 8 hours. How much you slept? I sleep always. See, friends. Therefore, Triputi Dvaita Varjana. Because Jnatru Jnana Dnei Rupa Triputi Pralaye Hino. In deep sleep, this Triputi disappears. And because of this, the bliss is manifested. Vijnanamaya Utpanno Jnata Deyam Manomaya Deya Shabdadayo Naitada Trayam Utpattita Pura. Vijnanamaya is the knower, mind is the knowledge, and objects, Shabda, etc., are the objects of the knowledge. 3 things. Mind, intellect is the Vijnanamaya is the knower, the mind is the knowledge, and the object are the Deya Shabda. Na etatrayam utpatitaha puraha. Before the creation, this knower known knowledge is totally absent. Therefore, what is the experience of deep sleep? Aham kimapi na janami. I know nothing. I do not know where I am. I do not know when I am. I do not know what I am. This is my direct experience, I am telling you. Many times, even in the afternoon I sleep, I have to sleep. So my day begins very early in the morning. By the time lunch is over, my eyes start hanging. Now, evening again I have to talk. So 1 hour sleep is necessary. Many times when I sleep in the afternoon, when I get up, I am not able to understand where I am, what time it is, if it's a day or night, what I have to do. Nothing comes. See? Then after some time, wits are collected and then slowly you come to know. Because in deep sleep, we transcend time, space and object. Therefore, these three, the knower, knowledge and the known, they do not exist before the creation in the deep sleep. And therefore, we have to work on this. Get rid of the three. Traya bhavetu nirdvaitaha purna evanubhuyate supti murchasu purna सृष्टे पुरा तथा समाधि सुप्ति मूर्छासु पूर्ण सृष्टे पुरा तथा त्रया भावे ही निर्द्वैत. When the known knowledge is not there, it is non-dual eva anubhuyate. This is our experience. Like when samadhi or supti, sleep, or murcha, when you are under anesthesia. Under these three conditions, there is no world. Those of you who have attended or seen, some people are in coma. When they are in coma, they are not aware of anything. Life is there. But the Vijnanamaya Kosha is not yet born. See? And therefore, they don't suffer. Suffering happens in mind. Suffering happens to the Vijnanamaya Kosha. And object is the misery. None of them touch him because he is in that state where the duality or the triputi has not started manifesting. This is how Brahmananda is, where the divisions on account of time, space and object disappear. Therefore it is said, Yo bhumasa sukham nalpe sukham treda vibhediti vibhedini sanat kumara prahaivam naradaya atishokine. Now from here the story of Naradji begins. Very beautiful story. We'll keep it for tomorrow. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.